Forever is the strangest thing. It's shorter. No think.
The Holy Trinity, Bermuda, Alaskan, and Bridgewater triangles. Some say even notable deaths. The significance of 3 is undeniable. You are to bear witness to yet another event. We're invited to join your hosts, Krista, Aaron, and Brandy, as I guide you down the rabbit holes of the paranormal and unexplained, striving for answers of this world and beyond. Welcome to Blondes, Booze, and the Woo.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Blonde.
Yes. Oh, wow. Michael.
It must be our newest blonde.
In your little. I love the two-tone.
Do you like that?
It's very 90s.
Very 90s.
It took me forever to do my hair today.
I know, right? Did you have to work a curling iron?
I did.
You're looking fabulous.
Absolutely.
On point.
All right, enough.
Enough.
It's so perfect on that bald head. You don't need a cap or nothing.
No, it's real tight, real good. It was getting warm.
I love it.
That's awesome.
How's everybody
Welcome,
doing
everyone.
tonight?
Yes, welcome.
Doing all right. Doing all right.
Yep, for sure. For sure. Say hi to everybody out there in the chat. There's a whole bunch of you out there. We see that.
Awesome.
We appreciate you guys tuning in for sure.
Yes, and so welcome to our show on Friday nights, Blondes and Booze and the Woo.
Am I the woo?
And you're the woo.
Yeah,
Okay.
tonight you are the woo.
Yep, tonight you are.
So yes, welcome. And I am Erin, and up above me is,
Krista.
and to the
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Brandy,
Okay,
hi.
Randy, and over there is Michael. Michael
Hello.
is an amazing medium.
Thank you. As are
Psychic
you.
medium. He's very wonderful. He does home cleansings. He's been doing remote home cleansings as well. Very good at it. We actually experienced on one of our previous shows where he was just, watching, because he likes to watch the show as well.
I do.
Watching, and he did one from there, and through that she could even feel the difference, and she was going, whoa. I mean, this is somebody who's just like, okay, something feels weird here. And so definitely check Michael out. He's amazing. And so as a fellow medium, I 100% respect this guy. I've seen him work.
Oh, no, come on, you guys.
Oh, come on. I've seen him work in classes with me as kind of in a mentorship way. And I've also seen him work privately, and it's really amazing. So I'm so glad that he is here with us, because I love doing these things with him. And he's a great energy to have with our blonde hair and bald head.
Well, before we get into this, we do have a few announcements. Chris, are we still having problems with the chat?
I'm not sure. So I just want to tell everybody who is watching through Blondes and Booze. Earlier, I could not see the chat. So
If you're looking for a live reading,
yes,
go to Texas Front Porch and then hit our logo there and go in through that site, and then we'll be able to see your messages.
see your comments. If you just want to watch the show and you're on Blondes, then that's fine. Just stay right
Yep,
where
you're
are.
good.
So
And I got one more thing.
I got
A dear friend of mine, it's his birthday today, and his name is Jeffrey. And I want to send out a big happy birthday, Jeffrey. I love you. I'll see you in a little bit.
Jeffrey.
Well, a couple hours, but I love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jeffrey. That's as good as the dance you're gonna get. I'm sorry.
Happy birthday.
Right? We're trying to keep it so we don't get shut down.
Right.
Right.
So no dances like that, Jeffrey. I'm so
We're
sorry.
already right on the cusp of it with our blondes
Yeah.
and blues.
I just want to tell everybody on Monday nights they can catch Texas Front Porch at 6:30
Mhm.
Central. Tuesday is Beyond BMR at 8 p.m. Central. On Wednesday is Zero Papers at 8 p.m. Central. On Wednesday after that is Jason McLean Questions Everything at 9 p.m. Central. Thursday is Brunch with Bigfoot Michigan Rob at noon Central. That evening is the Blondes. And then on Friday, you get the Blondes. So you get a double dose of us 2 nights in a row. So if
Sorry.
everybody would go and like everybody else's and subscribe and share and all that good stuff, we definitely appreciate it. So
Yeah, and you may catch us sneaking in on somebody else's podcast. We've started crashing everybody's podcast.
we have.
We kind of just pop up anywhere. We're like magical elves this holiday
Right.
season.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Elf on a Shelf. It's like, okay, where are the blondes going to be? Oh,
Well,
they're in the
Krista
Blonde
just
Day
crashed
show
Bigfoot
tonight.
Michigan Rob the other day.
Right?
I did.
Yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I crashed DA.
Yep, and crashed
On
DAs.
Wednesday.
And I started co-hosting with Tex on Texas Front Porch Mondays. So yeah, we're just hitting everybody. We're just like, yeah, we don't care.
We don't care. We're just going wherever.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Jean is right. And I did. I'm sorry, and I apologize to Bob. Band Beer and Variety is at 7 p.m. Central on Tuesday evenings. So
How
I do
could you forget Bob?
I can't even read my own writing.
I love Bob.
I know. I do too. He's a great guy. He was actually on last night and told us.
Yeah, he was. He's such a sweetheart. And there's Mark doing the moonwalk. Did you check him out? He's doing the moonwalk.
You see him?
So I apologize to Bob profusely. I am sorry about that.
Oh, we love you, Bob.
We do. And that was totally not intentional. So anyway, I was talking to Michael backstage and we thought we'd touch briefly on mediumship, just a little bit, and then we'll get into readings.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
no, I'm gonna honestly,
You
I'm
shush,
gonna
fellow
let
medium.
like you and Aaron run this. So
I know everybody's so excited about the readings, but
yeah.
That sometimes gets things moving too.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just every time I have a chance to talk about mediumship or psychic, I like to talk a little bit about what it is and what it's not.
Mhm.
Because sometimes on TV we see things that are a little exaggerated. For instance, any of the TV mediums, they are fabulous mediums. I especially like Tyler Henry, John Edward, of course. But what people don't understand is they're seeing 5 minutes of an hour-long reading. So they're seeing the highlights. They're not seeing the things that don't make sense, or having to work through something that it's like charades, trying to figure out, okay, what is this person on the other side trying to convey? So they tend to just see the highlights, and I think in a way sometimes that can give people just a false perception of how an actual sitting goes, because it's not all flowing conversation, like it's
Right.
it's energy. It's I liken it to tuning in a radio. You got to just have the frequency just right, and sometimes that gets out of whack, and it's between you and the spirit trying to find that happy space in between that to maintain that clear connection. So, and then there's the psychic side. And I could just, talk about my experience with psychic. I do not see the future. I have predicted things, but it's not intentional. It comes through in a reading, and I mean, I don't know unless somebody gives me feedback, and it happens occasionally. I've had people reach back literally 3 years after the fact and say, "Oh my God, this came true," and I'm like, I have no idea. So, well, thank you. It's 3 years, but so for my readings, it's more or less working in the energy now, because that's all that truly exists. There is no future. There is no past. So when I connect to somebody's energy, I tend to tune in on what they're going through now,
Mhm.
and tune into that and maybe help them understand why they're going through it, and maybe offer some suggestions from the other side, whatever I'm feeling, to navigate back on their path, if you will.
Right.
You know,
We
as a
do have a quick question. If you guys could answer this for her, can a person change their aura?
Yes. I say yes. I mean, an aura changes a lot. From what I have seen, and I know, an aura can change very much. I mean, we are people and we can change all the time. I mean, our moods change, and an aura is really based around your mood. While there's certain parts of an aura that can really stick and it can really hold on to, there's different layers of an aura that can really hold on to past hurt. You'll have a spot that's really dense. But just like anything else, you can heal from that. And when that heals, it gradually, your inner aura starts to fade it out of what was hurt. Yeah, you definitely can change your aura.
Mhm.
And I think that there's certain, if you've ever had one of those, if you've ever had an aura reading done, or you've ever had one of those photographs done, if you go at a different time, there'll be kind of the main parts that are really set in stone, because that's really based around your personality and who you are as an individual, and what your passions are. But there's other parts that will develop and change. When I had one done once, I just found it very interesting that while I was talking about my son and mediumship, my aura changed around my head. It turned blue. But yet, when I wasn't talking about it, it was very yellow and green. So very much joyful and caring for people and things like that. So just as I was talking about something, it changed. So that's my opinion. What do you say?
I'm not an aura expert by no means, but yeah, just like you said, from what I know, it's never constant. It's always flowing. I know when I've had those photographs, somehow it's come up blue and green. I expected black. I was like, I'm not always joyful, but I guess I am. I don't know. It was like all these, positive colors. And that was early on. I was like, okay, but I can see auras sometimes. And again, I don't see it with my eyes. It's just like internally, just like when I'm talking to spirit. I don't know if I see it or actually feel it. It's weird. Some things I do, I don't understand how it happens. It just does. And it's hard to put in words for me. Plus, my vocabulary is very limited anyway. So it's like, that's my struggle.
Michael, I mean, I don't think it's so much that, because honestly, like, I'm the same way. There's just certain things I think that it's very difficult to add as a medium, psychic, medium, any of that. It's very difficult to add a word that everybody understands to something that isn't just a feeling, it's a knowing.
Yeah.
And it's a seeing sometimes, and it's a thinking. I mean, you're working with so many different senses that's very difficult to add just one word to it. I mean, one freaking word. It's very difficult. And I think you and I work very similar, where I can't see the future. I can give you, I get, advice from my guides and maybe your past relatives, of, hey, don't date that dude. He's an asshole. Things like that, but you at the end of the day, in my mediumship, you are in charge of your own path. You can go in that direction.
Yeah. It's never, believe me, if spirit would give me the answers, I mean, I don't think I'd be sitting here right now and things are dropping around me somehow. But yeah, so I mean, I could drone on about the education side of it, because I mean, it's different for everybody and how they experience it. But for me, it's like, I try to convey that to people so they don't book expecting, me to tell them who their next, partner is going to be, because most of the time I don't know. I don't see that. you know,
Yeah.
and it's the typical question, why am I alone? And I got to hit on this really quick. And this is the answer that I usually get from spirit. And it seems redundant and it seems cliche, but the answer I usually get to that question is there's a reason why you're alone right now. It's because you need to work on yourself. You need to figure yourself out before you can bring somebody else in.
Yep.
Especially if you're having these relationships that always end before you're ready. There's something that you need to work on.
Yeah.
That's a common answer I get to that question. And I tend to think it's true because and usually it is. Usually they feel that too, that there's something that they need to work on before they have time or the energy to bring in somebody else.
Stop talking about me.
Absolutely.
Just
Brandon,
kidding.
don't tell people your secrets.
Yeah.
Stop talking. I don't have the time or energy. No, I'm just
I'm
kidding.
gonna go back to Texas question real quick. We'll answer
Yeah.
this, and then if you guys are ready we can jump into some readings. He said the wall that prevents readings be acting the same when he's out in the field that has kept him from things from following him home. I would say that because he had commented that people can't have a hard time reading him, and that could very well be. Maybe he puts his shield, his armor, or his bubble, up very well. I think.
Yeah.
Yes. I
It
think
could
we
be.
naturally have one.
Yeah.
And I think there's some people that can read for some and some that can. I have a very good friend. I've known her since I've started it. I cannot read her. I
Mhm.
cannot. She's the nicest woman in the world, but I cannot do a reading for her. And it just bugs the crap out of me. I'm like, why? It's just weird. But I think it's just a matter of finding the right person, and
Yeah.
it's just the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, the wall,
Um,
if
Mhm.
you're guarded and shielded and
mhm.
here's what just popped in my head too. I think there's people that have this perception that we can read their mind and we're going to tap into something they
Right.
don't want us to discover. That is not
How it works.
anywhere
Right.
close to the truth. We're only allowed information that's going to help you. Other than that, I
Right.
don't see anything beyond that.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point to come on that you got that I think people think that we're going to learn their deep dark secrets.
Yeah.
And that's not the case. I mean,
Mhm.
they need to realize that we're not digging into them and
Right.
their mind and picking it apart. We're working with spirits. We're
Yep.
working with their ancestors who want to give them a message to better themselves and they want good to come from this. They usually, I mean, I don't really rarely have them talk about you did this, and this. I don't know if I've ever had that. It's usually when a spirit is coming forward for us, it's usually they are worried about themselves in the sense of I need to clear this path and say, I am sorry for this, and this, but I am okay. I am doing well. I want you to do this, and this, so you can be at the place that I'm at too.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all about love and concern, not about drudging up the past and your deep, dark secrets.
Right.
No.
So real quick, they're asking, what do you need from them to do a reading? So how this works is honestly, they open themselves up and whoever comes through, they'll say whatever could resonate with any of you out there that's watching. And if something that they do say resonates with you, comment on the chat and then we can, move forward. So anyway.
For me, personally, if somebody could at least say, hey, I'd like to contact so-and-so, that might help me because I can kind of tap in a little bit better. It's a little bit harder when we are on this sort of platform. It's easier when it's in person and you're connecting one-on-one with somebody. Yeah. When you have lots of energy flowing and you're trying to navigate it. For me, if you're wanting to contact somebody, hey, I'm wanting to contact so-and-so, or I'm hoping to hear something from so-and-so. Now, you may not get that. Just know that you may not get that person. You may get somebody else. But that might be a little bit easier. And also I think just being open to, you may not get the person you want to contact you, but you may get a friend's loved one as well. And I think just really being open to whatever suggestions you get Michael, what works best for you with this platform?
Excuse me. I can go either way. I tend to just open up. And when I say open up, I really don't do much. I just sit down. I'm like, as soon as I sit down, I'm ready to go. But usually they work it out on the other side who's going to step forward. And it's usually whoever gets my attention first is who I start communicating with. But there are times when I'm pulled to a name. Like I'll see the name and it's for some reason, I can't let that name go. And I'll usually go back to it and say, okay, and just kind of connect into their energy. And usually it's somebody trying to get their attention. Or they just need guidance. So I kind of just go with the flow and see what happens. Sometimes it's like crickets and, that's just how it is. But,
Yeah. And we will definitely in a gallery style reading, generally what will happen is with Michael and I, somebody will come forward and they'll give their information. If this sounds like it resonates to you, please let us know. It can resonate with more than one person. So if somebody is saying, yes, that's me, but yet it's still resonating with you, say it's me also, because they do what's called piggybacking. It's where one will resonate, but they're trying to use as least amount of energy as possible. So if one spirit's saying everything that's right, the other one will kind of bounce off of that. So just know that, if something that we're saying, if somebody comes forward and somebody else has already said that resonates with me, go ahead and keep saying, hey, me too.
I need to say something really quick. So I've just discovered that the Blondes channel is lagging behind. So Brandy, can you watch the Blondes chat? I can see through Texas Front Porch here all of these.
The Blondes chat.
Come through.
You left the message there, or they're not getting that?
Well, it's lagging. So if somebody on the Blondes chat gets a message, then I need you to be able to see it over there quicker than what I can see it here. So if you would please watch the Blondes chat, and then I got this side's chat. Okay, whenever you guys are ready.
Michael, you are our guest.
I think Jen's on here. Hey, Jen, you got to go back to the beginning. Watch the replay. There's a surprise at the beginning. She's gonna, yeah.
She's like,
all
right.
What? She's like, oh God. All right, so let's see what happens. So yeah, when I start bringing the information through, just don't try to make it fit. Only connect or only take it if about 80% of the information coming through connects with you. No's do not bother me, but it's very important that you pay attention to the information that's coming through and don't make it fit. So let me just see what I pick up on first. It's like I got a fight going on because I have a woman over here and I have a male, and they're like, I'm kind of like in the middle. I'm feeling pulled to both sides, so I'm seeing, okay, where are we going here? They may be together actually, because now I'm feeling like right in the middle. So let's just see. I'm really feeling that this was a couple that was killed in a car accident. Funny, not funny enough, but the female had blonde hair because she's making fun of the wig. So, and then the male, I'm feeling like he was 35 when he passed. He's making me feel he's taking responsibility for this because he's showing me that he was drinking and driving. And he's showing me a single car accident. He's showing me that they actually went off the road and hit a tree is what he's showing me. I don't know if Carl, sometimes I hear names and they can be connected to the person on the other side or somebody here still in the living. But I want to see if anybody can connect with that. Again, I'm just feeling this was a couple that were killed in a car accident, male and female. also hearing the name Stacy, but don't let the names throw you. I get random names sometimes.
Mhm. Sometimes with me, I'll hear the first part of the name,
Mhm.
but I can't hear the last. I can hear the s or the
Yeah.
car. I'll hear that.
Yeah, or phonetically sometimes.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm getting kind of, I don't know if Michael, you're getting this, but with Carl, I feel him working with tools, like kind of like mechanical things. I feel like he did something with mechanics. Is that resonating with anybody out there right now?
I'm not seeing any comments yet.
I know
I have nothing.
we are lagging a bit, so
That's okay.
Bonds is flagging.
And if we don't make a connection, I won't spend too much time on it.
Right.
They got about a 10-second lag on blondes.
okay.
I was told we had about a 3-minute.
No,
hmm.
I'm watching it right now.
Okay.
He's also making me feel like this was the night that they were out was almost like I'm seeing like an anniversary of something for them. It was a night of celebration for them. And I'm feeling like an anniversary of, I don't think it's making me feel like they weren't married. They were a couple, but there was an anniversary for something that they were celebrating. It's kind of weird. That's all I'm getting though. It's very just, I'm just gonna. I don't like to put this aside, but I'm going to for now, and I'll see if they come back
And
later.
becomes-
I'm
yep.
just not making that connection. It's just weird. And sometimes we get stragglers too that may not be connected now, but they may watch the replay later and it connects with them.
Right. Well, and also sometimes people don't like to. They're scared to say that.
Comment. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Vicky, you had posted that you'd like a reading. Is there somebody in particular that you are wanting to connect with? Because right now I'm personally getting a female figure. Probably, I feel like it's a grandmother figure. I'm also getting a male that's coming through, and he feels on the younger side. I don't want to say like child, but just younger side. So this female figure, I feel like it's a grandmother, and I feel like there's something with the lungs or heart area. I'm feeling this area. Also, I'm seeing something with a necklace. Whether that was something that was, she's showing me a necklace. Almost like a locket. It looks like a locket to me. Like an old school locket. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she's trying to get you to find this or if it's something that she has or that you have. But she's wanting to kind of recognize this. And I feel like she passed in the last like 3 years. There's something with the number 3. Whether it's 3 months, 3 years, something in the number 3. And the male, he is not really, he's more just saying, hey, I'm here. He's not really wanting to,
Aaron, I have a question. Angel Play asked, I guess the necklace you said, is it a miraculous metal?
I don't know what a miraculous metal is, but I'm seeing it looks almost like a locket, but it's not a locket. That's what I'm hearing. Is that relating to you, Angel Play, a little bit more? because I am getting it is a older female figure. Heart, lungs. I feel it right here. It's tight.
Is it a Mother Mary? I just seen an image of Mother Mary on the
Right. I
necklace.
feel like it's like like it's very symbolic. This necklace. Yes. I would agree with you, Michael. Absolutely. But it's, and then like I said, the male, he's not really, he's on the same side as this grandmother or older woman figure.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but Angel Play
Yeah.
says it's a Catholic thing. Yes, my Babsi, Polish for grandmother.
Okay. Okay, that would make sense why I'm kind of like feeling like Michael and I are both tapping into kind of the religious feel of things. It's a necklace and it's a locket, but it's not, I can't explain it. I'm having a hard time explaining it. Did she pass of something in, I just feel a hard tightening.
Okay, she just says, I got my word. That is significant to me. Thank you. I received an answer.
What was
Okay.
it, if you don't mind sharing?
Yeah, if you don't mind sharing it, it gives confirmation to us.
I'm also seeing something too. When you're done, I'll throw it out there because
Go ahead, Michael.
is it Angel? Is that her? Yeah.
Angel Place 817.
I keep getting this feeling from your grandmother. Was there something about some controversy about them being buried together? Because I'm feeling like, thank you for making this happen. Like, I don't know if there was a separation between grandpa and grandma not being buried in the same location. I'm trying to interpret this, but I'm feeling like she's saying thank you for making this happen or making the arrangement. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Hopefully, yeah, maybe she'll like pop in there in a second. Well, Angel Play, I just want you to know, with that, and I know Michael would say the same thing. She's happy. She's at peace. Whoever this male figure is, he's quite funny. Like, he does not want to really communicate with me at all. He is very much, I just feel like he's kind of like, okay, yeah, I see you. Hello. I'm going to stand over here. Whoever that male figure is, but she feels more like, all right, I have my opportunity. I'm going to take it. But she is very much wonderful. She's okay. Something about candles as well. I feel like she wants you to light more candles. She keeps talking about candles. I'm not really sure if I don't know. She's talking about candles. I think that she wants you to light more candles.
Interesting, because I was raised Catholic, so I'm seeing when my grandmother used to drag me to church. So you go into a Catholic church and you light a candle for somebody who passed.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you do? See, I'm not Catholic by any way, shape, or form. So
She replied here. She is buried with my grandfather.
Okay.
Yeah. She was more, okay, I don't do big words.
Yeah.
She was more, it's just more, she's more, okay, I'm here, I'm there, like he's more, okay, I'm not gonna really. Did he pass before her then, Angel Play? Because I feel like he's showing himself as
talkative.
Younger, but yes, talkative. I feel that like she's more like, oh, okay, well, I will chat with you.
They're just, because now I'm seeing like a parallel between my grandparents. Like my grandmother would talk and my grandfather would have to sit on the side and just listen because she wouldn't let him get a word in edgewise.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if grandpa smoked cigars and was really connected to the military at any point, but I'm just seeing a military connection in the cigars.
She passed at 77 and she says,
he passed at 101. That's probably
101.
That's 101. That's probably why he's showing me 30 years old. He's like, I was old as dirt. I'm going back to my 30s. Forget this.
She said yes about something. I just don't know what.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, just know that they're good. They're together. And like Michael had said too, that they're very appreciative of making sure that they are buried together as well. It's still the same as it was when you knew them, where she is more talkative and he is not so much. So and she's talking again on my end of things. She wants you to light more candles. There's something about candles. She wants you to light more candles. So whether that's getting back with, I don't know if you've kind of fallen out of your religious beliefs or struggling with that. That could be what she's relating to.
Oh, that's interesting. She just validated that. He was buried with her, not his second wife.
Oh.
So that's why they were bringing up the thank you for making this happen, buried together, because there was something about them, So, okay, it makes sense then, because she kept talking about that. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. Real
There it
quick, Facebook user, I cannot see names if you have logged in through Facebook. So if you're wanting to get a reading, we can't see that. You have to go through either Blondes and Booze YouTube or Texas Front Porch YouTube to come in and get a reading. So, yeah. All right.
Oh, and Angel Play saying, yes, I have fallen out with an organized religion. Yeah. Yes, I think that she's referring to that. That must be with the candles. She's kind of like saying, hey,
but she also said she will go to church and light the candles.
Do what's comfortable.
That's all. You know what? I think that's all she wants you to do. It's not necessarily like, hey, get back into it. I think she just wants you to go to church, remember her, and just have your moment with God, have your moment with her, and light a candle. Like Michael said, where you light a candle for your loved ones. I think that's what she wants.
Yeah. I'm just going to start putting comments up here, highs, and if anybody crosses through that comes through for somebody, maybe.
What was that last one you just popped up, Krista? That was too fast.
Sorry. That one?
No, before.
Right there.
No,
that was what
yes.
That was stop there?
Yes.
Okay, I'll leave it up.
What is she looking for? Is she looking for like a guidance reading, or does she want to connect with somebody? I'm
hearing a couple things here. You go do your thing too, Michael.
Oh, I'm kind of waiting because I'm curious.
Trying to figure out where to go.
Grandmother.
Do you want me to start putting other stuff up there, other names too, or what do you want me to do?
No, you're fine. I can kind of see the comment. Connect with somebody. Yeah. Who do you want to connect with, Bonnie? If you can be more specific, that helps us, because with a group chat like this, if you give us just an opening, somebody else is going to come in. Yeah. So if you give us somebody you want to connect with, we can concentrate and ask that person.
Yes, exactly. That's kind of where we can kind of narrow in and say, okay, you in line, come here.
Yeah.
And right now we're working with Bonnie. So we're waiting for Bonnie to.
And Bonnie, I'm kind of getting a little bit of something with school or education or change of, like, she's going in some sort of change of direction. I feel that this is career related. They keep saying school.
Mackenzie would love to connect with her great grandmother.
I feel like, did they not know each other for very long?
That's what I was just getting, that they didn't.
It's just crazy to say. I feel like this was a very short-lived connection, yet she's with her like all the like almost as a guide. Like she's with her all the time. Is that what you were getting too, Michael?
I was getting like a brooch. I don't know if something was handed down, but I'm seeing like what I would consider, I don't know what these are called. What's it called with the baby face on the brooch? It's like cameo. A cameo?
Oh, a cameo.
Cameo.
Yeah.
And if everybody could hold off on the comments and just let Bonnie, because it'll help speed things up if we're just connecting with her. I know it takes a lot to not comment away, but it really does speed stuff up if we could just work with Bonnie real quick. And there's something about a namesake. I'm getting something between Mackenzie and great grandmother. So is she named after her in some way? Because I'm getting namesake. Just asking grandma to step forward here. I just feel her saying like, yes, I am your guardian. So I don't know if you ask her to do that, but that's what she's saying.
That's why
I have her last name if that means anything.
That's why I was getting as well. Like, this is a guide. This is a protector.
Okay, they said they have the same middle name. Okay, because that's where the namesake comes in then. Because I was like, no, it doesn't feel like it's a last name. I mean, I was feeling like a named after. So that makes sense then. Same middle name.
Mackenzie, are you like young? Are you like 15? Like in that, are you like young teen? Because I keep writing the number 15 down.
21.
21. What happened? Did something happen? Did she pass when you were 15?
She passed in 2015.
2015. Okay, there it is. Because I keep getting the 15. I kept writing it. I kept writing it down. Well, it looked 51 on there, but
did you pick up on school too? Because I feel like she's.
I wrote school down too. There's something with school. Yes.
She's telling me quit putting like what I feel her saying is stop putting pressure on yourself to figure out where you need to be right now.
Yes.
She's saying like follow what do you want to do? She's almost like in my face saying, look yourself in the mirror and say, what do you want to do to make me happy? Meaning you. I think that there's other people kind of putting their 2 cents in on what you should do, but she's like saying, you make up your own mind.
Mackenzie said that she's in college, so that makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
So just I think it's like Michael said, because I was getting that too. Like there's so many different options, and don't focus on what everybody else wants you to do. You do what you want to do.
You interested in pharmacy or something? I don't know. For some reason, I'm seeing a pharmacy. So I don't know if that's connected in any way. Could be medical, but I'm just seeing a pharmacy. Just flashed. But she said it's just important for you to do what makes you happy. Don't let others pressure you into thinking you got to follow what their dream is. Follow your own dream.
Also, Mackenzie, real quick, I'm sorry. Your grandmother's butting in on this one. Something with a boyfriend. She does not like him. Who's the young male? I feel like this is a male that is very dominant.
No pharmacy. Okay. That could be for something else.
Maybe he's a pharmacist. But I feel like there's a male who is very, very dominating around you. And no boyfriend, but there's a guy who I think likes me, and I'm very stressed by it. I'm hearing no. Because there's a male, he's very dominating, he's very like direct, and he's very much wants to get you. He's pushy. I'm hearing no. Stay away.
He's like,
he will cause you. He will cause you to quit school. He will cause you to get. He will cause you to go in a direction in your life that is not good. Your grandmother is very much around you all the time. Is saying don't stay away. He's trouble.
And Mackenzie, did you just recently have a birthday? She's showing me a birthday cake and she's letting me know that she was there. And I don't know if June is significant in any way. I know she passed in June of 2015, but is June connected to you in some certain way? I just seen the month of June highlighted.
She just said that makes sense because I strayed away from him the previous semester and I was happy beforehand. So she's talking birthdays in October.
Okay.
So yeah, she did just have a birthday. It's pretty recent. Yeah, last month. Well,
Okay.
no, we're in December now, I guess. But
Just today or yesterday. So anyway, she was just letting you know that she was there with you on your birthday.
Mhm. Yeah. And I think all around, I think what she's trying to just let you know is that she is around you all the time. She's coming to Michael's representing your birthday. She's coming to me letting you know, hey, stay away from that boy. You need to stay away from him. He will not help you on the path you want to go on. You need to stay away. All around, she is very much around you. I think if you take the time to really sit and listen to that inner voice that's in your head and you hear it, you will hear her. She's around you a lot. A lot. But yeah. Michael, any last words for you on that one?
No, I think I don't know. She keeps showing me a license plate. Like I'm seeing, what are they called? There's a word for it when you have a specialized license plate.
Oh, like
A vanity plate, is it? They
yeah,
call it vanity?
like the ones where you can like make your own thing.
Yeah, Mackenzie, do you have something like that? Do you have like a vanity plate on your car? Because she's showing me a license plate with a certain name on it, the vanity plate. I don't know if that's connected to you, but she's making a point about that. Or at least that's what she's showing me.
No.
Okay, this is for somebody else then. I don't know. I'll have to keep that in mind because someone's making fun of a vanity plate. Interesting. Oh, wait a minute. No, she's corrected me actually. I don't think this is yours because she's like, when you were in traffic, there's something, just keep an eye out for this. I think it's a sign from her, but there's something like a vanity plate you're going to look at it and it's going to mean something for you. That may remind you of her. There's some connection between you driving in traffic and seeing this license plate, and something's going to spark a memory. Just pay attention to that.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it at that.
If you guys want to start commenting again, I'll start throwing comments up and see.
I just want to give a shout out to Aaron on here who just, was saying it's just wonderful that we share this.
Hello, Aaron.
Yeah. And always amazed by, what we do and stuff. And thank you. I just want to say thank you. We definitely, this is why I like working with Michael so much is we both have the same agenda here. We want to help people. We want people to leave here knowing that things are good and you are good. And, there's
Just FYI, I just want to let you guys know there's 5 minutes until we have to take a break. So.
Okay. Okay.
I was watching.
Okay. What, you have a question? Brandy?
No, she was watching.
No, I was watching the time clock.
I thought you said you have a question. I was like, what? Brandy wasn't reading.
I'm no. No. You both got me. No, thanks.
I'm just putting different comments up there.
Somebody had a question, and we could probably
fast,
answer really
Krista.
quick. What's that?
I said, Krista, you're
what's
moving
the
too fast. Just stay on one for just a minute.
I'm watching them as they go by, but somebody asked a question about connecting with their guide. And this is, I'm going to share this really quick. I'm going to try to make this
It was
quick.
Steve C because I was kind
Here
of.
it is right here.
Yeah. This is, thank God my first teacher did this for me because that was my question. Can you pass a message from my guide? What does my guide look like? I was just asking, she's like, no. She goes, you need to discover that on your own because I'm going to have in my mind who your guide is, what they may look like in my frame of reference.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very important. This is what her to me, that you figure it out on your own because it's going to mean so much more when you make that connection. And she taught me a very simple meditation. And I don't meditate, but I was like, and I've used this before, but it's just sit in a chair, close your eyes, get yourself in a place like maybe if you like the outdoors, set the scene in your mind that you're at a lake. Have an empty chair next to you and invite your guide to sit down with you, right? And I'm going quick, but you get the idea. Just
Mhm.
accept who is there with you. Don't push it out of your mind. If they present, my guide is a purple ball of light, so it's not in a human form. And it took me 3 years to connect with my guide because I'm stubborn, because I was looking for something else. But anyway, I'll talk more about that maybe after we get back, because I don't want to go too
Yeah,
deep
we're
into
at
this,
the
but you get the
point where
idea.
you really don't want to start
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want
another
to
reading.
ready right now. So I'll
Yeah, we're at 50 minutes right now.
yeah. Yep.
But,
And that's the thing too. A lot of times people don't understand when like you get readings, like you had said earlier, you're not just having a back and forth conversation like we're doing right now. It's signs, symbols. And if we don't understand, whenever you do a reading, you're just the messenger, literally, and if it may not resonate with someone today, but it might in 6 months from now when, they're like, oh yeah, that's what, I've seen that happen a lot too. So
Mhm.
everybody out there, just try to be open-minded. And if one of your loved ones comes through and it doesn't make sense right now, but it could in the future. So just remember that.
Yeah, you know what I did is I had gotten a message and I still don't know what it means. I just wrote it down and put it in my jewelry box.
Yeah.
Every so often I'll go back and look at it and remind myself to see if it, it means anything, but not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, we're getting to the 5-minute break here. And if you guys would just stay tuned, we will be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah, we got to take a
now's the
break
time
and
to pop your popcorn and get your drink refilled, because that's what I'm going to do.
yeah, we got to say goodbye to our radio stations.
Yep. And then we will be back here in 5 minutes. So you guys just stay tuned. 5 minutes. We'll be right
Yeah,
back.
we got to do the countdown because we got to wait. Everybody do a little dance.
Do the 5 minutes, and then when we come back, we'll do some more readings. Thanks, guys.
See you in 5.
Four minutes to go, folks. 4 minutes. Three minutes. We're almost there. 2-minute warning, guys. 2-minute warning. One minute. 1 minute.
We're back.
Yes, we are back.
All right, so appreciate everybody staying with us and taking a break. Some of us have to use the ladies' room and fill our drinks. So I'll just go and start putting names up, and we'll go from there, I guess. I'll just slowly put them up.
Let's see. I'm just going to open up and see who steps forward if I can. If I'm going to also scroll through here and see if I can. So let me just sit here for a second. Let's just see. I'll scribble.
Erin, did you see that message?
Mike.
Let me turn her on. Oh, she chose to turn. Oh, she's on. Erin, did you see the message from
Yes.
Brandon?
I will definitely get back to you on that. I'll definitely get back to you on that. Thank you for sending me a message. I appreciate it.
Yeah, his wife has been posting messages on the Blondes chat.
Okay.
And I'm not seeing it on Blonde's chat. I've been seeing some messages through here, though. I don't know why not all of them are coming.
Yeah. His wife has a couple questions. I'm sure that's what it's about. So
Absolutely. I will get in touch with them privately. Yes.
okay.
Speaking of which, Erin, I got someone else I need you to give a quick reading to, too. When you
Okay.
get time.
I got to acknowledge this girl that's stepping forward. So I feel she was quite young when she passed. I'm feeling like 14, but she's highlighting type 1 diabetes is what she's making me feel. I'm just feeling she's making me feel like mom's carrying a lot of the guilt about not being able to take care of her. And she's like, no, you need to stop that. I don't know if there's a J name connected like Julie in this scenario, but I keep seeing the name Julie. And I'll just give it a few minutes because I think there's a lot of people on here tonight. So it's kind of hard. But again, I'm seeing a 14-year-old. She's telling me that she's passed from complications with type 1 diabetes.
Michael, are you seeing her with like curly hair?
I didn't really see features. I'm just feeling that she was very petite.
Yes, I'm getting that too. And I feel like she has like almost a reddish blonde, like a strawberry blonde color.
Yeah,
And I
that
feel
make
like it's
that's
wavy or curly. And I'm seeing also the school did something. I feel like there's on the fence, there's like posts or ribbons or something. There's something school related. Middle school. Middle school. She's wanting to acknowledge that. And that she had a I feel like she's acknowledging a young boy that was like a friend of hers. She's wanting it was like her best friend. I feel like there was a male that was her best friend. So if that relates to anybody or you come in contact with somebody too.
yeah. I'm just gonna pass this because I
Yep.
know he's connected. But again, she's highlighting mom and she's telling mom to let the guilt go about not being able to protect her. She's actually making me feel that she lived longer than they were expecting her to. Because she's showing me it's like just the breakdown from the type 1 diabetes, which is just very hard to control. But she's just showing me almost from age 12, like her body just starting to slowly just shut down because it was just so out of control. But again, this is for mom. Just you got to stop carrying that guilt from that. There was nothing you could have done. You did more than you could have. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Yeah.
I'm gonna reach out to Dawson. He's asking for me to connect to a horse that he lost as a kid. I'm feeling very drawn to this just because I don't know
for
if
Dawson. Right there we go.
I don't know if any of you know, but yesterday I did have to put my horse down. And he's my son's horse, but he was my horse too. You know, pets are not just one person's; they're the whole family's. And so when I saw that, I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Sorry, they're just that's hard.
It was unfortunately it was a situation where he got into an accident, and we had to make a very tough decision, and you know that was very sad. So. Dawson, I'm trying to. I keep seeing cows around, so I don't know if this horse worked with cows, or if you currently work with cows. If you could kind of let me know what that's kind of meaning.
Dawson says it feels like I'm grieving him all over again this year, which is strange.
And I connect with animals too, so I'm getting stuff too. So whenever, yeah.
So I don't usually connect with animals, but Dawson, just because of the situation, I'm grieving today, big time. Feeding my horses today and not seeing my horse Buddy out there today was very difficult. So I don't have any experience with cattle. It could be just, well, if he's a Clydesdale, just because I know horses, they're just kind of big, giant dogs. I mean, they just kind of do their thing. So it's kind of like a cow. So, I feel like you're going to get into something maybe around cattle. And I feel like it's something with a horse where maybe he can cut cattle, or it's like a team roping horse, a horse that's, you know, something along that line. I feel like there is another horse that's going to come into your life. And I really don't feel like you're going to own this horse. I think it's going to be like maybe a friend's horse or something where you're just really going to connect with it. And was this horse,
Well, here's another one that has a horse issue too. So I don't know. You might be
Horse.
in a mixture of them.
Coyotes. Okay. This could be, I think they're bouncing off of the two because I'm tapping into Dawson and there's also some other things going on. I think this is horse stuff is kind of tapping into me a little bit today. So Dawson, I'm gonna finish up with him real quick. Dawson, I do believe that you're gonna come in contact with this horse again, spirit wise. But it's not going to be, it's going to be very weird. It's going to be through a third party. Also, I kind of feel like this horse did something. I feel like you were having some sort of struggle with a father figure. And this horse kind of gave you a outlet to that, whether it's father figure, grandfather figure, some sort of male figure you were having a very difficult time. And this kind of gave you an outlet. This horse definitely gave you that piece. I feel like you're going to get that again at some point. And I am a firm believer that our pets are just like humans in a sense where they can be around you as well.
He says hang on or bang on, but I'm sure he means hang on. So.
As for the other person who just lost their daughter just lost their horse to coyote.
That one.
I work with cattle. My granddaughter just lost her horse to a pack of coyotes. I keep seeing a gray horse, which for people who work with horses, they know that that's more of like a white colored horse. So if that relates to you, I keep seeing, I had a horse named Dallas, and he was a gray, but he was white.
I remember that horse.
Oh God, I love that freaking horse. And you know what's funny? I keep seeing him, and I sold him for Buddy, who I had to put down. I traded him, and
Jean just corrected me. Our Crystal just corrected me. Bang on means you're correct. I didn't know that. I'm learning tonight. Had no idea. Okay, and Dawson says thank you. Another person said he would come back as a dapple gray. I just wanted confirmation. There you go.
Oh, he's dapple gray. Oh, yes. Okay, then that's where it is, because I'm seeing the gray, like and most grays have that dapple.
Also,
his sister
says her sister has a gray horse. That's the other one.
Okay, so they're piggybacking here, definitely. Because I keep seeing a gray horse, and hold on, I'm getting something real quick. With Gary, I'm getting something with the back end of this horse. There's something with the saddle that's not right. I think she's got the wrong size saddle for this horse. You need to, because it's affecting their back end. It's affecting their left, I want to say the left side, and it's rubbing. There's something, I don't feel like she's been riding so much lately, but from last season, there's something, she needs a new saddle come springtime. She's going to need a new saddle. I'm getting that definitely. New saddle. She needs a new saddle. Her saddle's junk.
Maybe not junk, just doesn't fit that horse.
Well, I mean, that's exactly not junk. It's just in, you know what I mean.
Gary says, I'll tell my son to check it.
Yeah, it's not fitting. It's not fitting.
Yeah. Cool.
Gary, is your mother on the other side? I don't know, while you were just talking, I just felt a connection to mother.
I think
Yes.
he said yes.
Gary says yes.
Because she showed me two things. One, did she pass? Hold on, let me just see where. Would she have passed from cancer that was undetected? I get this feeling like there was a diagnosis, but it came too late. Would you understand that?
He says she passed 2 years ago next Saturday.
Okay. Oh God, I'm getting hot.
And I'm just feeling that you're carrying something like, I don't know, I'm trying to understand what she's trying to say, but I want to make sure I'm with you with this. But I'm getting this reference to cancer that was either diagnosed or caught too late. Because I'm just seeing something that was in the lower part of the abdomen and then something spreading. They said heart attack due to COVID. Okay, maybe I'm not with you. I just have a mom that's talking about a diagnosis of cancer. Almost feeling like
Gary Spikes says, that's me.
that's what I'm confused now.
Yeah, I am too. Maybe he's resonating with something you're saying.
Because they said heart attack due to COVID. Then I see that's me. So I'm not.
Maybe he's the one with it.
Oh, maybe that's okay. I just got that there was a diagnosis of cancer somewhere in the abdomen that was caught late and is spread.
He's had cancer.
Okay. All right. Let me just try to just connect here. This is kind of weird. Okay. Would you understand she's acknowledging or talking about that you were either stubborn enough? I that might not be the same word, but smart enough, stubborn to get a second opinion. Like she's talking about saying good on you for seeking another opinion. Because did somebody tell you it was like there was nothing we could do, and you went to somebody else and they obviously were able to help you? But that's what she's making me feel. Does that make sense? I'm just going to keep passing messages too while she's here because I don't want to keep pausing. But I just want to ask her.
He said it may be back and I won't go to the doc.
Well, maybe that's her way of telling you get to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the message because she's not really talking about anything else. So I think that's just her way of telling you to go get checked.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's one way or the other. I'm just seeing that's what she's talking about. So I'll leave it. That's the message.
He said that would be her, all right.
Okay. So again, I'm not seeing anything. I didn't know if it was related to her, but she was talking about a cancer that was undetected and caught late.
Okay.
And it's not a diagnosis. I'm not making a diagnosis by any means. Not at all. But I think that's just her way of coming through again and saying, stay on top of things.
Do you want me to put names back up, guys?
Sure.
Yeah. Can you go up to is it Mopar Bill?
That one? Opar Bill?
No, you need to go further up.
This one?
Yes. I'm getting a couple things with this. I feel like she was sick with several things for a period of time. Like she was always kind of suffering from something. And then once she got sick, she got sick, and it went very fast. Also, I'm getting a lot of that she's not, I'm feeling that she's not fully crossed over yet. She's still kind of hanging around. Did you guys like?
Yes, she had neuropathy, and yes, it went fast.
Yes. Okay. So, because I feel like she had several health issues for a period of time, and then all of a sudden it just went quick.
Diabetes.
Yeah. Okay. Did you only like maybe like a couple weeks ago have her? Did you do something? I keep saying a week ago, like maybe something like a week ago, you had some sort of celebration or something. Like I feel like she was at something a week ago, like 5 to 7 days ago. Like whether you were with family reminiscing or whether there was a celebration of life.
Thanksgiving, maybe Thanksgiving.
Oh, maybe so. I really didn't do a whole lot for Thanksgiving, so. Maybe it is Thanksgiving.
He said Thanksgiving. That's what he
Okay.
just
Okay. So, well, yeah. So I guess, yeah, Thanksgiving. So was there a moment? I'm sure there was probably moments then that you guys were talking about her or something. Was there something that?
Mopar Bill says I'm in tears. Aw. These readings will make you go in tears. I've had many of them myself.
I will. There's something she keeps talking. Was she the one who usually made the pie or something? Because she keeps talking about the pie. Or maybe it was when you guys were talking about her, was when you were eating pie or something, or the pie bird, something with the pie. I'm not sure what it is. She's talking about the pie.
He says yes with exclamation point.
Okay. She's talking about the pie. She's just referencing it and saying like the pie. That's all she's telling me. The pie. She's kind of being almost like funny about it. I don't know if she was the one who usually made the pie and somebody else made the pie and she was not. She was like, all right, move that bridge down. We're passing the torch along or something, but just something with the pie. Pie and green bean casserole. Okay. That was her specialty. Okay. Yep. She was very much, I don't know if maybe she's just trying to like let everybody know that the pie was not as good as her pie. That's kind of how I'm feeling. Like it's more of like, well, they had pie, but it wasn't as good as my pie. But which kind of makes me just laugh. But I just want you to know that she is definitely like, she is okay. She's good. Do you guys have a little dog? Like a small dog?
He said the pie was
Oh,
store.
a store-bought. Oh, that's why.
He brought up the pie.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, they do have a little dog.
Okay, she's referencing the little dog. I feel like this little dog is a smaller dog. I feel like it's white or like white colored or light color. It's a light or white colored fluffy dog. I feel like
he said two of them.
2 of them. Okay. She's definitely referencing them. I feel like they were her babies. Those were her little precious. She's very much, just
Pomeranians, fluffy dogs. There you go.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I just see the fluff of them. She's definitely referencing them and just kind of that they were her babies. I just feel this huge connection to, you know, I'm sorry. It's like, okay, husband, you messed up on the pie. You guys all got store-bought, but I'm going to talk to my babies now. Like, you know, so
Her babies, that's what he said.
yeah, her babies. Yes. She's definitely referencing them. I want to say that they will react to her a lot lately. You will see them fidgeting around. When you are feeling that she is not close to you, you need to hug them little dogs like no tomorrow, because she is with those little dogs a lot. Also, I feel like she is I feel her sitting in the bed. So I'm feeling like you are going to get moments where you're sleeping and you're going to feel a little whoosh in the bed. You're going to feel her, and she's going to be sitting in the bed, and she's just going to be sitting there. But just, you know that is from her.
He says,
and
"Oh,
that-
thank you so much."
and that she is good. She's not in pain anymore. She really wanted me to make sure to say that. There's something with a lot of stuff with pain.
He said,
She's
"Oh my
not-
God, yes."
So she's not in pain anymore. The pain is gone. She's happy. And honestly, she really keeps referencing these little dogs. Like those were her, those were her kids. Those little dogs were her kids. So she's really referencing them. And just, kind of, I think it's one of those things.
He was in so much pain.
Okay. Yeah. So just know she is not in pain anymore. She is around you a lot right now. She's trying to help you get through the grief. So just take a moment to breathe and listen and feel. And also, she's really telling me to just hold them little dogs, just kiss them and love on them, and you'll feel her as well. Because she's very connected to those dogs. And I feel like they see her more than maybe most dogs would see their loved ones. She's around them a lot. Mm-hmm. So you'll feel connected. Sorry, she came through very strong. She really did. Like, she was like, okay, pistol. She was a pistol. Like, she was like, all right, I'm here. I'm going to let you know I'm here. So, give me a second for after that one.
Did she like to dance in her younger? I kept feeling like dancing was like, she kept saying like, I'm dancing again. So I don't know if there was something significant, because I keep seeing an image of when she was like young. When I say young, like 20s, but I don't know if she loved to dance when she was younger. And then something about the dogs being salt and pepper. I don't know if that's connected to the dogs. Yes, dancing.
Yes,
okay.
dancing.
Well, that's just her way of letting you know she's dancing again, because that's what she kept pressing upon me. She's like, talk about the dancing. Let them know I'm dancing again.
Yeah, that's very cool.
And was there anything with the dogs about salt and pepper? I don't know why I kept seeing that reference to salt and pepper, but
yeah.
One black, one white. Okay, so
yeah,
okay.
there's your salt and pepper.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very cool. Very cool.
Well,
We have
definitely
two on
with
the
you.
blonde side that have been asking. We have a Tanya Vitko. We
Oh, hi,
have an
Tanya.
Aaron Renner.
I can see Aaron's comments. I don't see Tanya's comments.
Tanya's.
Aaron's.
We have a Shannon Smock.
I don't see those comments. Some I can see, some I can't. I don't know. Oh, I do see Tanya. I'm seeing the comments over here.
Okay, you're seeing all of them.
Was it Tanya Vitko?
Yep. I know Tanya.
Okay.
And Christina Warnick.
Yep, I can see those.
Okay.
I'm going to take a quick break after that one. She was pretty
strong.
She was pretty strong, so I need to take a quick break.
Yeah.
So Michael will take over from here for a few minutes, okay?
This will probably be my last one. I got to get up early tomorrow. So let's see I can just see who I connect with. There's so much going on right now.
You can see the comments, can't
Yeah.
you? I'll just let you
Oh, yeah.
go through them and then read out loud who, and then I
Yep,
can
I'll
connect
just
them.
You don't even have to pin them. As soon as I connect the name, I'll just write it down and then I'll just go.
Okay.
But I just want to see whose steps. Val SWPA. I got drawn to your name, Val. So I see about missing your mom. Were you not there when your mom passed? That's the initial impression when I connected to your name. Something about not being able to say goodbye, not being able to be there when she passed. Does that make sense for you? But I'm also feeling let me just feel into this really quick. And would she have passed later in life, like 75? Because I feel that she lived I'm feeling a long life.
Penny says that resonates.
And was there something about like beating cancer twice? I'm also feeling a reference to either, that's how it came across, beating cancer twice.
Val said, oh, wrong one here. Val said, I just lost it.
No,
My mom had Alzheimer's, but I was
Okay.
with her 91.
Okay, I may be with somebody else then, but I just have a mom who's acknowledging passing later in life, 75. And again, I'm feeling that she beat cancer twice, is what she's showing me.
Who are you? You're picking up?
I don't know who it's connected
Val?
to now. I'm connecting
Okay.
with the spirit that's
Okay.
here. So if anybody can connect with this, let me know. And I'm feeling towards the end, it would have been respiratory issues that, because she's taking me to the lungs, and I'm just feeling a respiratory, almost like, I don't know if it's pneumonia, but I'm just feeling the lungs filling with fluid. And I'm feeling like an M name connected to either her or her family, like Marcia, maybe Marcia.
Val says, my mother-in-law, maybe she stopped her dialysis.
Unless she
Lisa
had
Jones
cancer
my mom.
twice.
So
Again, unless she had cancer twice, I'm not going to make this fit. The woman that is here is telling me that she beat cancer twice. And then it was later that, so.
Penny Van says, that is again my mom. COVID took her before the Alzheimer's did. Her name is Mary Lee.
No, I'm not with anybody who passed from COVID. This is cancer. Again, I'm not going to make it fit. I'm sorry that I'm very strict with this, but again, I go with what spirit is showing me.
Val
So-
says she did. So
She did what?
that's Val's comment. So maybe she did pass with the cancer.
I don't know.
Facebook.
I'm getting so many different comments here because I'm trying to keep up. But again, I stick to the evidence. It's a woman that passed later in life. She's showing me 75, beating cancer twice, and at the end it was something that was respiratory, and not being able to say goodbye. There's somebody hold on to that not. And that's fine. I'm not like chastising anybody. I just, when I get connected to spirit, I kind of tune out everybody who's in the living because I got to stick to what's going on here.
Right.
And if
When
it
they're
doesn't
telling
fit,
you something that's,
yeah, it doesn't
they'll
fit. It
keep
doesn't fit.
repeating it.
Yeah. But I'm just going to pass this message then. But from her, again, there's somebody, and I'm feeling this is daughter that wasn't there when she passed. And again, she's just acknowledging that it's okay.
Lisa Jones says, yes, thyroid and melanoma. Then she died from lung cancer. So I don't know if it's Lisa Jones.
Lisa, was she in her 70s when she passed? And did you not get to say goodbye? Because she's really highlighting the person that didn't get to say goodbye. And I feel that she's acknowledging daughter.
Yes.
Oh, isn't that a relief, Michael, when you can finally make the, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, thank God, there it is.
Let me just see what else, because now I just want to get, now that I feel I'm connected with you, let's see. Lisa. Was there a baby born shortly into the family shortly after her passing? She's acknowledging the baby that was born after her passing, because she's bringing up some not being able to see the birth of a granddaughter, but she wants to know that I did. I am around. I see it. So Lisa, yes. Okay. She's still pressing on this, who didn't get to say goodbye. So whoever's, again, I feel this is a daughter, so I'll just leave it at that, but she wants to just, it's okay. So to the person that wasn't there when she passed, it's okay.
That might be Penny. She says it's not okay though, not for me. I didn't get to see my mom for 2 years because of the pandemic and she died alone. That's never going to be okay.
But Lisa, a little boy, okay. So it was she was just talking, I could get the sex of the baby wrong, but she's just acknowledging the baby being born.
Her daughter, she says her daughter maybe.
Okay, so your daughter wasn't the one that got to see her. Just tell her it's okay, that's not important to her. Let that go.
We see your fingers.
Handy.
Randy, we see
And
you.
she keeps showing me this necklace, like she's handing me this necklace. And I'm seeing a cross on the necklace. I don't know if this is something that's significant, but she's highlighting a necklace with a cross on it. And I feel somebody holding this as they talk to her. I don't know if that connects, but and I kind of just want to leave it at this because I kind of want to move on. But this is just her way of coming through to let you know that she is around. She is seeing what's going on. And I'll just leave it at that. So thank you, Lisa. Oh, you understand the necklace then? Okay. Well, thank you, Lisa, very much for being open. Yeah. So again, I gotta throw this out there because I know my audience kind of gets used to me. And it's not that I'm blowing anybody off when I read. It's just like when I get focused in on the spirit, again, I'm not focused on the living. I am going with the evidence they provide and sticking to it. I have to. So I don't try to make anything fit. So don't take this personal. It's nothing personal, but I am their voice. So I do not stray from what they're showing me. And it just shows that you got to stick to your evidence because it will connect to somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I think too, just to kind of chime in on that, because I get what you're saying, Michael. For people who aren't mediums or sensitives, it is something where you feel it build up as well when the ones who have passed are trying to get their message across. They come through stronger than a human does with trying to communicate with you, and so you hear them harder. And when they keep telling you the same thing over and over again, they feel like you're not listening. And so we have to make sure that we listen. And just like as a human, if you are not listening to somebody or you feel like somebody's not listening to you, you will make sure that you talk louder until that person hears you.
Yeah.
And so for us as mediums and sensitives, if we don't listen to that voice and that's coming through, or hear that spirit that's coming through, I personally will feel an anxiety buildup. I feel this tension until I make that connection, or that voice is heard and they say, oh, it was me. And I go, whew, okay, there it is. Like, because that spirit is so adamant and you are connected with that spirit, that it's like, okay, I am here to speak their words. If they're not getting it across, I feel that frustration for them, and they're going to keep doing it until you hear me. And then once that connection is made, it's like, oh, okay. Whew. It's like holding a fart in church. It's the only way I can explain it. It is.
Well, and it's hard too, because I see a lot of mediums, especially with groups. You have to be confident doing this, because I see a lot of mediums that will just latch on to, and okay, maybe that makes sense, and they let the audience take over and fill in the blanks, and it's like, that is the worst trap to fall into, because then you're not connected. You lose. Now you're letting your audience tell you who this is, and it's like, no.
Yes. 100%.
Even when it's live, it's like, I'm sorry, it's not personal, but I don't listen to the people.
Mm-hmm.
I stop long enough to give the evidence and wait to see who it connects with, and I'm right back to them. I stay with them. So if I cut anybody off, again, I'm not listening to anybody else. I'm listening to them. And it's like, and I just get into this mode where you want to see something funny, watch John Edward do a reading, and watch the people go, no, that's so-and-so. No, it isn't. And be like, no, this is what they're saying. They're like, no. And they'll argue with John. And finally it's like, look, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, oh my God, yeah, that's right.
Right.
Because it's like, they're listening to them.
Yep.
Right. Absolutely. And
that
is why I like working with Michael so much, is because he is real to it. He will not sugarcoat it. If this is what he is getting, this is what he's getting. If it's not meant for you directly, then it's meant for somebody you will come in contact with. And that is the beauty. Honestly, that is the beauty of mediumship, is that we're not just touching on the people that are directly communicating with us. You get the opportunity as well to be able to relay that message and feel that relief and that beauty of being able to pass that message to somebody.
Yeah.
I know Michael's got to get up in the morning early. So, Aaron, I'm going to leave it up to you. If you want to do another one or two, we can stay on. And then, Michael, I know you got to go. So
Thank you.
Michael, real quick, plug your stuff. Because I want people to know where you're at, because you are I just adore you.
Oh,
I adore you. You're awesome. And
as are
you've done
you.
so much stuff. I mean, awesome. My son thinks you are badass.
Oh,
I mean,
holy crap. Did you see that orb behind Aaron's head just a second?
I thought I saw that too. I was like,
Wow.
what's I did see that. Replay.
Yeah. Wow.
But yes, he's going to plug his stuff. I definitely highly suggest you guys go on his page, like and follow.
Yep.
So much like real stuff. If you want real, this is how the real mediums work. We're not going to do the fancy TV stuff. This is how the real stuff works. He's going to give you the real gist of everything. And, you'll have some great people to follow and read up on. So, yep. Michael, tell us what stuff you're on right now.
Oh, wow. First, I got to say this. You got to remember, all right, first, I'm Italian, so I'm stubborn. And I was in the military for 20 years. So when I get my mindset something, it's like, boom, that's the way it is. Sorry. But,
and that's what makes it great.
But, yeah, so my Facebook page is Michael Christopher Evidential Medium. My website's michaelchristophermedium.com. I'm on YouTube, and I just, for some reason, got on Twitch today.
We need to talk about that. I commented on your post.
Yeah. I don't know what it is exactly, but there's a couple people I follow on YouTube who have radio shows. And they keep talking about Twitch. I'm like, oh, what the hell's Twitch? So I'm on Twitch now. I hope it's nothing like TikTok, because I left TikTok. TikTok drove me nuts.
I
So,
hear you.
but so yeah, and I'm kind of on a break right now. I'm not doing any private readings probably till after the new year. I'm kind of just, I love doing these. I love doing the groups. I'm kind of just in this transition of figuring out what the hell I want to do. I
Yeah.
cannot stay
I get it.
consistent. So it's like, you know what? Finally, I was like, I love doing these. These are fun. A little lighter, you know, with the energy than a sit down with one-on-one. So I am taking a break till after the new year, and I hope to resume them then.
Mhm.
But yeah, I do Facebook Lives almost once a week somewhere.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yep. He does. And when I do catch them, I share them on Blondes too. And I
Yeah.
try to share a lot of your stuff as well on Blondes.
I
Facebook
appreciate
too.
that very
Yeah.
much.
So let us know. Let us know when you're planning on doing a live.
Yeah,
And
usually it's like I get up in the morning, I'm like, maybe I'll do
I
live.
feel
later.
like it. Yeah, you feel it.
Okay,
you
I'm going
feel
live.
the energy. So let
Yeah.
us know. Message one of us, and we'll make sure to share it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Another awesome thing that Michael does is we had a show not long ago where we had our kids on, and I know Michael and I have been talking about doing more stuff with kids.
Yes.
I personally have a huge passion for it. I think Michael does as well. We've kind of briefly discussed it about how not so much giving the information of how to do one-on-one readings, but how to help our kids and also help the parents of kids.
Right.
You know, really discussing things like that. So if you're interested in hearing more about that, message me or message Michael on his page or the Blondes and Booze page as well too.
Any of us, we'll make sure.
Any of us, we all communicate, we all talk, and we all see it.
Yep.
So message us, because I think Michael and I would really like to work more with kids and parents. It really helps us. It helps mediums. We have a tough time sometimes when we're doing this work and we're having to deal with a lot of really sad events. It really helps to know that we're helping pay it forward to the kids that are struggling right now and not getting that information when it comes to their abilities, and also helping the parents who are struggling right now. So
Yeah.
it'd be amazing.
So
We
definitely
appreciate you, Michael. Definitely.
right back at you. Thank you again for the invite.
Definitely. And we'll do
Definitely.
this again.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll press the leave studio button, and thank you everybody for tuning in. And
Bye. Bye,
you all
Michael.
have a great
Michael.
night.
Michael!
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, Krista, we are at the, actually the 1:43 mark, 1 hour and 43 minutes.
All right.
I'm going to let Erin go as long as she wants, but we do have.
We have to stop again in
Want to
9
take another-
minutes.
In 9 minutes. Okay.
Yep.
I might be able to do like one or two after that.
Okay.
But then we'll probably be wrapping it up.
Yeah.
I do have to say that one with the woman who just passed, those do tend to take a little more energy from me, just because they are very, there's still a lot of human emotion attached to it. So they're in that middle spot. So that did tend to take a little bit more energy, but I'm so happy that I was able to give that husband some relief with that.
Yep. Absolutely.
And that's why we are here. So
Can you see the comments, Erin, or do you want me to just
a little bit. Yes, I can see them.
Do you want me to start putting some up?
Empathic son is empathic. If it's empathic. Okay, so Pam Smith, go ahead and pop on her. I saw that. Okay.
Son is empathic and his
Oldest
wife
child
is
is more empathic than three of us. He is see things as you all do.
We encourage him.
Okay. I will tell you right now, when it comes to empathic children, because I have a psychic son.
Her child is older. He's married.
Yeah. I have a psychic son, and at the end of the day, they are still 10 years old. Whether they're, Krista, I know you will relate to that because you say it all the time. Whether they are 20 something or 30 something, they are still 10 years old. When it comes to kids, whether they're older or younger, as parents, Do we encourage them to move forward with that? Honestly, is case by case basis. I always encourage everybody personally when it comes to their kids to and individually to explore that, to kind of pinpoint what is it that is making us feel more things than others. Do you encourage them to explore that? Absolutely. We need to learn about ourselves. 100%.
Also, I do want to chime in on that note. Also believe them when if they say they see a monster or they say they see a woman in their room, believe them and don't, say, oh no, there's, you don't see that, because that's the worst thing a parent can do to a child is not believe them. I just had to throw my
Question in regards to my son's sin.
Her son's son is, I think, is what she
Oh,
meant.
son. Okay, I was gonna say.
So that was Pam. Yeah, her son.
Okay, so your grandson.
Yes.
Well, first off, this is hereditary. So Pam, I'm sure you could probably already relate to what he's already talking about.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I'm sure it does. I mean, so honestly, like, I mean, you are your best grandson's teacher in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and I also feel, I feel like this came from from your dad's side. Does this come from the dad's side? His dad. Okay.
His dad and I both, she says.
Okay. So yes. So the dad's side. Yes. You guys all just kind of, I think you almost need to have a little powwow in a sense. So you need to go ahead and you guys need to kind of get together and discuss this. I think that you all need to meditate more. Dad and son, my side to his dad to him. Yes, this is all kind of, this is going from your side down the male line. And I feel like this will go further down the male line. This is a male line thing. Also animals. I see a lot of animals around this family. There's something with animals with this family. I think that a lot of the empath part of things, you feel animals' emotions big time. And that might even keep you sometimes from having some brother's birthday that we lost in March. Okay, so yes, big male line. There's a very strong male line with this.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I feel like there is definitely like an animal thing going on with your guys' family. You're seeing a lot of animals around. But I think you definitely need to all connect together because I think that there could be.
She says, yeah, that's her weakness, animals.
Yes, yes. So you guys need to all connect together when it comes to animals and your empathic abilities. As well, I think you guys need to sage more. Sage yourselves. I know Krista and I have talked about before, and Brandy had talked about doing a video just on saging yourself. So I think we need to.
She said I spend half my income on strays.
Oh Lord, yeah, I know. I hear your pain. Dang animals, they just break our hearts. So but yes, so
She wants to know how she learns to sage.
I will, you know what? I think me, Brandy, and Krista will maybe post, one of us will post a quick video on our page on how to sage your home and how to sage yourself, whether that's me or one of us. We will post something on our page, okay?
Yeah.
I think that that's important. I think we all need to know how to sage ourselves and sage our home, and all three of us know how to do that.
Yep.
We are well versed in that. So one of us will post that on our page here very, very soon. We'll post a quick video on how to do that. Okay, Pam? And that will be good for everybody else who needs to see that.
Yep. Awesome.
Okay.
You want me to click through comments
Um,
and see who's
whatever we need to do. When do we need to go to break? 2 minutes?
Yes.
Does anybody have any questions about abilities? Because I don't
Let's do
necessarily-
that. Let's just talk about the abilities for the next 2 minutes. We'll take another 5
Yeah.
minutes.
because it's hard for me to connect.
Yes.
Okay. So if anybody has any questions about abilities or kids with abilities or yourself as abilities, I'd be happy to answer those. And so would the rest of us. We all have experience in that, whether it's having our kids or ourselves or anything like that. Yes, you're welcome, Pam. You are very welcome. And Letitia, yes, you are so welcome. You guys we're very happy to do this stuff. We want to spread this information out to everybody. How do you know you're a medium? It's kind of hit or miss with that one. Generally,
Why don't we do this? Because we're not going to have enough time to answer that question before break.
okay.
Let's take our 5-minute break. When we come back, we can answer that question, and then you can do another reading or two, or however many you feel like doing.
Sounds good. Okay, so just hold tight for just a few minutes.
Yep.
We do have to take a break, but yes, we'll tap in on that.
Yep. In 5 minutes, guys, we'll be back. So hang tight. We'll answer your questions, and then Erin will do another reading or two, or however long she wants to go. So we'll be right back. So hang tight. See you in 5.
4 minutes to go, folks. 4 minutes. Three minutes. We're almost there. Two-minute warning, guys. 2-minute warning. 1 minute. 1 minute.
It's gonna go on.
We heard you, Aaron.
You missed the 1 minute warning? Well, anyway, while we're back here, I just wanted to say goodbye to everybody. I have got to get to this
I was
place
just gonna say
tonight. I told my friend Jeffrey I'd be there for his birthday. So I got to go.
You go do that, and then I will see you tomorrow.
Yes, I will be on my way there tomorrow morning.
Yep. All right. Sounds good.
So I love y'all. Goodbye, everybody.
Brandy.
Have a great evening. And
Hang
we'll see you
with-
next week. Or I'll see you. They'll see you. We'll all see you next week. Bye.
See you, Brandy.
Bye.
Okay. So I guess we can go on and tell people we can explain.
Sorry, I'm dropping my crystals.
So Susie had asked, how do you know you're a medium? I'll just tell my story, and Aaron, maybe you tell your story of how we figured this out.
Yeah, I mean, with knowing I'm a medium, really it kind of I didn't really know that that's what it was until somebody told me, honestly. I mean, that's kind of how it was because I didn't understand what I was seeing. I didn't know I just didn't know what it was exactly. And you know, I kept seeing things, I kept feeling things, and I was unsure of what those things were. And it was later on in life that I kind of knew that something was different, especially when I could get information about people and their loved ones that other people wouldn't necessarily know. Now, I think on shows, they show it as like you see somebody just walking around talking to you. It's not always like that. Being a medium, it can be you have a tingling sensation that comes over you and you hear in your head a lot of those answers. People then will think that they're nuts and they're crazy because they're like, oh, well, I hear it in my head. Well, yes, we're thinking with our brains. They're communicating with that part. I mean, where are you going to hear it? You know, sometimes we do hear it with our actual ears. We will hear it and kind of be the one crazy person who goes, what was that? Did you say something? You know?
Or you see something and nobody else sees it.
Right. Or you can see somebody walking along and being like, oh, hey, what's that dude doing here? I didn't see that. You know,
That happened to me when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that did. And that's happened to me before too, where I'm like, oh, I remember distinctly one time somebody walking in a field and I was we lived at a condo that had a huge field with a view and stuff like that. And I remember asking my friends, I was like, what is that guy doing walking through the field? Where's he going? And they were all like, what are you talking about? And I was like, that guy right there. Why is he walking through the field?
That was me in high school. And it was during passing periods.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So yes, so I mean that very well can happen to you as well. So I mean,
I'm going to put a few names up here and see if you resonate with anyone that has been on here most of the evening. I'll try to leave them up longer this time.
Jean.
She has a daughter that's passed. I'll put up some more of Jean's comments, maybe.
Did her name start with an S? Or its name?
And Jean, she's talking to you. I'm watching comments. Sally.
Okay. All right. So I am connecting with her because it's an S name.
Her name is Sally.
Okay. I'm going to tell you, Jean, right now, like, she's very hesitant to talk to me. Did she do, was she, did she have a part in her death? Because I'm just trying to, I'm trying to understand why she's very hesitant to talk to me. She wants me to know that, to let you know that she's here, but she's hesitant to kind of speak about her passing. Just please let me know if that's makes sense. I just feel like she has guilt around that. She's really private. Okay, then that would make sense because she's just she's very hesitant to speak to me about. She is showing me a very young boy, maybe a nephew, but this is, I don't feel like this is necessarily a son. I'm not sure. She's just showing me a very young, small boy. Whatever this was that with her passing, I feel like she holds some guilt with this, that she holds some sort of, she feels like she's responsible in some sort of way. I also feel like it's very, once it was time for her to go over, it was very fast. Like once she passed, she passed. Boy, she's really not showing me much with this. She's talking about a young boy, though. Pam, Jean, does this resonate with you? A little boy. I want to say he's between the ages of 4 and 5. He's small. Maybe a nephew. And I feel like I keep seeing it's a blonde hair too. Blonde hair boy.
Says she didn't have oxygen high enough, wouldn't call it the doctor, and in the end it compromised her organs and had a heart attack. She can't think of a boy, but her friend had young boys. Maybe that's where the nephew part comes in or something.
Yes, she has a connection with a boy. I want to say he's not telling me, there's no age that they're saying. I'm looking at the boy. I want to say like between like 4 or 5 years old, and he has blondish colored hair.
Very fast, 7 minutes changed everything.
Okay, yes, because I feel like it was like this, and then it was boom, done. But like I don't know if I had said it, but I was like, it felt like it was not an act. It wasn't a car accident. It was anything like that. It was just like, yes, and then boom.
It says Archimedes.
I'm not sure what that is.
I'm not sure either.
She's showing me a wreath, like what you do, like with holiday wreaths. I'm not sure if she made these or if there's something where maybe you made one specially for her or something. But she's showing me I'm seeing a holiday wreath.
It says 15.
The boy's 15. Okay, I'm not sure where this for.
Talking about is the boy she talking about past? Nephew is ARC 15 is the next comment.
What is she talking about past?
Is ARC.
Oh, I don't. If you is arc, I don't know what that means. Yes, a Grinch.
Swag and a wreath.
So did she make those, or did you make them for her or something? Because she's showing me wreaths, like holiday wreaths. Like I feel like she had that creative nature with her with that. Like she liked making them, or there was some sort of decorating thing with that. She really enjoyed doing that.
Her nephew's name. Oh, that was her nephew's name. Okay.
And we call him Art. Okay.
That makes sense. Sorry, Jean.
Okay. And Jean saying we made them together. Okay. I want, well then okay. So you made the wreaths and you did the wreaths and the swags together then. Yep. She's wanting you to just recognize that, you know, the ones that,
Jean says I failed her. I don't know.
No, you did not. No, Jean, you did not. You did not fail her. She's wanting you to put those wreaths up, especially with the holidays coming up. Put those up, the ones that you made with her, put them up and remember her. And you did not fail her. Things happen. We have our life paths.
She said I couldn't get her to call the doctor.
And you could not get her to call the doctor. Simple as that. You could not get her to call the doctor. That is on her at that point, you know, and she takes responsibility. And that is, I think, where when I was saying she takes some sort of responsibility for her death, I was saying earlier, I feel that like she has that feeling of responsibility for her death. I think this is where it's going. Okay. You feel that I failed her.
Did she like her stone?
She did like her stone. Yeah. Yes. Was there a I'm seeing an angel or a precious moments or something like that? Was that like some sort of there's some sort of human, is there a human figure on that?
Jean says we lost 4 and 6 months that year.
4 people? Yeah, I'm guessing. Again, Jean, you need to realize that is where she takes her responsibility. When I was saying earlier that she does take some responsibility for her death, it is saying that she knows that maybe she did not take care of her health the way that she should have taken care.
Her picture is on it and a rose.
Okay, there's a figure. Okay. So yes, she did like it. She's kind of laughing and saying something about like, She's kind of laughing. She's laughing in a joking way, saying she would have picked she would have picked another flower. But
with the rose, yeah.
Yeah, she wouldn't have picked a rose. I keep seeing like sunflowers or Gerbers, like Gerber daisies or something different. She's like, you could have picked any other flower, but you picked a rose. Like it's like kind of just like being funny, you know. But she does love it. She loves her stone.
That was cool.
And also, I think she's laughing something about her cheeks being too full on the picture. She's saying something about her face looks too fat. Like she's very cheeky. She seems very cheeky. Like she makes funny little snide comments, but she
would have picked a lily, but they didn't have it.
Okay, there it is. Because she's like, a rose. All right. Okay, good. Because she's mentioning that and she's laughing about it. Like she's like, okay, I love it, but you know, I would pick a different flower than that. And also, she's kind of laughing about she's laughing about her picture, just that she's like, oh, my face is really round and like my face is really round and fat in that picture, and she's like laughing about it because like I feel like she has like a very round face, and she's like kind of laughing about it. Like, I don't know. She's just laughing about it.
It was her 40th birthday picture, and she was pretending to blow out a candle. So there you go.
Oh,
There you go.
She's like, oh, you guys like picked like the pictures and the flowers where she's like, what the hell did you just do? And it makes, you know what, Jean? It makes her laugh. This is like a big thing for her. It makes her laugh.
There's a really sarcastic.
Okay, that's why I said she's very cheeky. Like she's very much like, yeah, I like that, but you guys know I would pick this. But she's very much laughing at her picture that you picked. Like it's very much like she's like, my face looks so fat. Like she's talking about her round face in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
So that's funny. Now that you say that's her blowing out a candle, I can just.
Jean says she talks to her all the time.
Yes. Yeah. And that's good. And just keep up with that. And
she asks, how is Buckshot?
Buckshot. All I heard, as weird as it sounds, I heard the word food. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, Jean. He just said food. I just heard the word food. That's all I heard. And a laugh. Food. I don't know if that has some sort of inside joke for you or laugh or something, but I just heard the word food. Let me know if that means something.
Yeah, there's somebody else here too that
Okay.
I feel needs a reading.
Okay.
Let's go with Be Kind. If you can pick up something with Be Kind.
Real quick, Jean, I guess that's what she's talking about. Is just like he's fine. He's eating food. He's as much as
he ate all the time. He loved people. He was her dog. Was 18 when passed, and he loved getting in my garden.
Yeah. So everybody is good, Jean. Just know that your daughter is fine, and she's laughing up there. And every time you go down there and you look at her gravestone, just know that she's laughing with you. She's happy. She's happy, and she's at peace. Okay. And she loves all of you guys, and she's recognizing some sort of young male with blonde hair. He may be in your life now, or he may come into your life, but she's definitely recognizing them.
Yeah.
Be
Here's
kind.
Be kind. A short, young, 30-ish spitfire of a woman come through.
Does she have darkish colored long hair, like medium length hair?
And this is for be kind.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, back to Jean. She said she ran to the arms of God and is on the best adventure. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. And just remember that every time you put up those wreaths that you made with her, that's what she wants you to remember. And every time you go look at her gravestone and she's blowing out those candles, you just laugh and think, oh, she's looking at it going, oh, my cheeks are so fat, and laughing. So
Okay.
remember that.
Back on to be kind. Long hair, dishwater blonde, very thick.
Okay. Did this gal have a problem with possibly with like maybe like an eating disorder to a degree? I feel like I'm having a difficult time eating. Like I can't eat.
Yes.
Okay. Was there something with her teeth too? Like I feel like there's teeth missing that contributed to it. Teeth breaking. Very.
Yes. She was in a coma and eventually one tooth broke off.
Was she responsible for, would she feel responsible for her passing? In your opinion, be kind. Because I have a lot of emotion with her. She's very emotional about this.
Yes, it was accidental, but her own actions.
Well, there are two other people involved. I'm seeing males. Men.
Yes, two others, men.
Okay, yes. Was there a gun found? I see a gun. Not that it was necessarily used, but there's a gun.
She was arguing with her father. No gun.
I see it in a car. There was a gun in a car.
arguing on the phone. She doesn't know about any gun.
There was a gun. It had to do with one of the males.
She fell from a balcony, 3rd floor.
Drinking involved, correct? Also prescription. And be kind, tell me if I'm telling too much information and we will go private. She's
She answered yes and yes. So
okay.
be kind. I'm gonna if you want to reach out to us.
Yeah, I feel like
And we'll finish your reading. We don't. Oh, be kind says prescription. If you feel like Erin's getting too much on here, definitely say something. She'll be happy to talk to you behind the scenes.
yeah, because I don't want to I want to put people's dirty laundry out there, or just information that's just none of people's business. Because I do kind of tend to run fast and I'll say things before I think. She has
It's okay. She is so much more than how she died.
oh, absolutely, 110%. She has a lot of grief around her. She grew up hard. Yes, like I feel like she had a very difficult childhood, very difficult life. I don't feel like she finished school. Like there was something where she did not finish school, she did not finish career, she did not finish something. She's just very regretful.
She had a hard path from 18 years on.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oxy. I heard the word oxy.
Before that, she had a good life.
There's something hidden behind that. There is something earlier on. There's something that happened.
Yes, oxycodone.
Okay. There's something that happened before then. She's just wanting you to know that there was something started it. It wasn't at 18. It was something earlier on that kind of started the process. Also, she's talking about her ovaries and like her female organs. Something about with that, like it kind of started the process with her addictions and stuff. Something to do with her female organs.
Be kind says, I wonder if she had something happen to her that she couldn't tell me about.
I would believe so. And I think she's just trying to explain to you that this was a lot further back than just 18. This kind of went back and then 18, it just kind of sparked and went over the edge. Something with her ovaries. She's talking about her uterus and ovaries. Something
real quick. Letitia's asking, is the chat still working? Yes, I can see your messages, Letitia. Sorry, Erin.
Yeah, it's okay. Be kind. I think she is definitely, she is one that's still around you a lot. She's around.
She said, okay, that makes sense.
Okay. There's just something with that female area that she's kind of wanting to point out that kind of started a process to her addiction. I'm not sure what that means, but if that makes sense to you, good.
She says, I smell peppermint when she is near.
Good. Yep. Anytime you smell peppermint, then just it's. Was that because of Altoids? Does that remind you of that because of Altoids? I feel like she did that because I feel like she was just a very finicky little thing. She wanted to look a certain way. She wanted to be a certain way. Like she's just very finicky.
Altoids and the red and white round peppermint
Okay.
candy.
I'm hearing like the Altoids, like I'm feeling like the Altoids. But like, yeah. She's just a very finicky little thing. Like very much everything is the way it needs to be. She likes the way she does things. Like she's just I wouldn't say bossy. She's just very assertive, if that makes sense. So with the two men that were involved, one of them she says is good. The other one is, excuse my words, but she said the other one's a dick. So one is a fine, the other one's a dick. Yes, very bossy. Yeah, she's just very much like, okay, this is the way I do things. Yes,
She's
one of
yeah.
them. Yep. Okay. One's good. The other one's a dick.
Daryl, I can see your comment. You're asking for something again.
Again, you know, I think
Her boyfriend is a POS.
okay. So just know that she knows that too. And yeah.
And maybe he was the one where the gun was coming in, you know.
I think so. Because I feel like this gun was involved with one of the males. And yeah, so she's really having a difficult time.
She said quite possibly, you know, with the gun thing.
Having a very difficult time showing me how she passed because it's almost like she's just not showing me what exactly happened.
She says he was bad.
Okay. Did he sell drugs? I see him. He's a dealer. Also, I see. Okay.
Says that she was in a coma from the fall for more than 3 months.
Something has to do with him. I really feel like something has to do with him. Did she actually fall? Because I'm feeling like she's like
I moved her
really
to hospice and stayed with her till she died.
okay. But I'm really feeling that there's something with this guy. I mean, I don't want to go too far into it on here, but I just feel like there's something with this guy that this was not a complete accident. Yes, she fell off, and I feel like there was drinking and drugs and all sorts of other things going on.
She was with the boyfriend when she fell.
Yes, because I feel like this is something to do with him, and this was not. I feel like the only thing that she's taking responsibility for with
Police ruled
this.
it an accident.
No, I don't. I really don't feel like it was. I'm sorry. She's showing me the boyfriend, and she's just like, I feel. I'm. The only responsibility she is taking is that she was taking prescription medication. I think she was smoking pot that night as well, and she was drinking. Other than that, that is the responsibility that she takes, and that she was in the group of people that she is with. There is something with this boyfriend where they got into an argument, and He wasn't listening. I feel like he's possessive. She wasn't listening.
Drinking.
She was drinking. Okay. There's something with this where there's something with this. There's something with the boyfriend. He knows more about what happened than she didn't just fall. But the end of
He was very possessive.
yes. Okay. Be kind. How about we this is getting very I just feel like this is a lot bigger than what she was ruled as personally.
I'm going to tell you what, be kind. Reach out to us, Blondes and Booze, any of us. I guess he's gone now, is what be kind just said. He is. She has told me that she has nothing to do with him now. He's dead. So I don't know, be kind, if you want to message privately and Aaron can go more into it. And don't
No, be kind. Do not be sorry. Do not.
What?
No, you're
not.
good.
This is not anything for you to be sorry about. No. That's not what we mean by this. What we mean by this is that you need
You probably need to hear more than Aaron can really say during a live.
I want to be able to be private with you and discuss things in private, where I'm not being stopped because I don't want to say too much. So no, be kind. Please reach out to me, reach out to Krista, one of the two of us, and we will get in touch with you. It has nothing to do with that.
She says, I just love her fiercely.
Yes. And she loves you as well. And that's why we're wanting to do this maybe separately, because I feel like this has a lot to do with a lot of criminal things. And I don't want to,
Right.
I don't want to put
Not
too much
anything to
out
talk
there.
about on here. So,
Right.
be kind. You can, if you can't reach out to us on our Blondes and Booze Facebook page, feel free to email us at blondesandbooze@gmail.com, and Aaron will be in contact with you.
Yes, we will. And we'll do some sort of video reading chat. Okay. Because I want to make sure I get this message to you. I just, I keep holding myself back because I don't want to say too much on a live reading. That's all.
Yeah. I got to tell you, honestly, I haven't done readings in a long time, and all evening tonight, like, be kind. I've seen her comments, and she needed a reading.
She did. And I think that's why is she needed to know.
Yep. And you know what? We're going on the 2.5 hour mark.
Yeah. So we should probably wrap.
Yep. Call it a night. And everybody just know, like, your loved ones, if you didn't get a reading this evening, your loved ones are always with you. Always. All you have to do is think about them, and they are there. Look for signs, look for birds or numbers or songs on the radio. So just remember that, they were only 2 people tonight, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of people on this chat tonight, so we can't get to everybody. But
and be kind, please don't no.
Yeah.
She's saying to the chat, I'm sorry to bring it down. You didn't. If anything, you reminded us that our loved ones are still around us.
Yep, absolutely.
No matter what.
Yes. Yep. So we are going to call it a night. And we thank you all for tuning in. This coming up Thursday on Blondes and Booze, we have Bigfoot Michigan Rob with co-host Daryl Denton. And then on Friday evening, a week from tonight, we have Real Life Vampires. So yeah, that'll be fun. Be fun shows. So anyway, we definitely appreciate each and every one of you. And I am going to say good night to everybody.
Thank you guys. Thank everybody. And again, like our page. Also, you can find me on Psychic Medium Erin Eck.
I was just going to say that.
Oh, might be psychic.
Mhm.
So go ahead and like me on there as well.
Mm.
And yeah, you know, you guys, we love you. Love and light to all of you. Thank you everybody for, you know, posting your questions. I'm sorry we couldn't get to everybody. And everybody who did take our time tonight, we love that. Please do not regret that. Please do not feel sad for that. You are blessed. You had a beautiful moment, and it takes a lot of energy for people to get through, and be blessed with that. And the rest of the people who did not get readings this evening, I hope so next time. Somebody needed it more tonight, and that's just the way it works sometimes. Or sometimes a spirit is just a little more feisty than the others.
Yep.
But maybe next time. And we love all of you guys very much. And thank you so much. Krista and I have been on this journey for quite a while, and it's just such a blessing to see all these people just want to talk to us. Krista, come on
Yeah,
now.
Great. We made some great friends too.
We have. It's
doing this,
beautiful.
so.
It's wonderful.
Yep. Good night, everybody. We'll see you Thursday. Bye-bye.
Bye.